Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. In this video I'll show you how to sew your pencil skirt from scratch. Let's go straight into the video. Now this is our skirt that we have cut. If you don't know how to cut straight skirt yet, I will drop the link to my channel. I will drop the link. We have the video on how you can cut your straight skirt. The pattern is there for you to learn. Now the first thing we need to do is to work on our zip. That's the back panel of the skirt. And to work on the zip, we take 7 inches vertically. 7 inches vertically from the waist line and mark. Now you can also place your zip on it and get that part. Now for our zip allowance, we are taking 2 inches because that's what we put when we were cutting the skirt. And from that 7 inches, we're going to take our slit. The slit depends on where you want your slit to stand. So we'll join in between from where the 7 inches is to where we want our slit to end. Now when you join it to where you want the slit to end, you can leave it like that if you want an open slit. But if you want overlapping, just turn it the way you see me do now and just stitch it, and we call that overlapping. One part is lying on one part as you are seeing it now. The next step now is to fix our dart. We fix that in 4 sides of the skirt, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. And to know where to fix your dart, you will see it in the video of the pattern. Now we take half inch for our dart and 4 inches for the dart length. 4 inches for the length, half inch for the dart width. That half inch, when we open it now, we have 1 inch. That is normally 1 inch. Now we connect that 4 inch length, so we connect it to that half inch and we just run a straight line on top of the mark that we connect, and we repeat it again for the other 3 sides, that the back and also the front. Just take the half inch out, take the half inch and mark. Please, as a beginner, make sure you mark that half inch, the 4 inch, and make sure you connect it with your ruler. Then just run your line on top of that mark, on top of that line that you connect, so it will make your dart very easy. And repeat it, like I said, for both the front. That's the front we are doing. That's the front we are holding now. That's our dart for the front panel. Just repeat it the same way and just run a straight line. The next thing is to fix our zipper. And to fix our zipper, that 2 inch that was our zip allowance, fold it in and place the zip under. Place the zip under and run it on the top. There is other way to fix it, but for this is the pattern I am using here. Just place the zip under and just run it. Run a straight line at the up. And when you get to where you want to turn it carefully and run a little line horizontally, cross to the other side that the zip is, and turn it again and run it back vertically as you see me doing now. Just follow it, and you will make a good skirt. Now guys, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new videos. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Like, share our videos. Now, after the zip, the next thing is to place the front panel and the back panel together and pin it at the edge. Please, as a beginner, remember to pin it or hold it with temporary stitches. That will help you. It will help you to make the work more easier for you. You won't have the stress of fabric shifting up and down. Then after you hold it down with your pin, you make sure the full length, the full width of the skirt. Like for me now, my waist here is 38, hip 46, and the hip depth 7. So now we insert all these measurements now horizontally. So measure the full waistline, measure it and know how many you have. For me here now, I have 40, and remember the waist is 38. The waist of the client is 38. I have 40 here. So what I'm going to do finally now, I take out 1 inch from the left and 1 inch from the right, and I will have my 38 inches for the waist. I'll go down to the hip. My hip is 46 and I'm having 49 here, so I have 3 inches extra. So I repeat the same thing I did for the waist. I took out 1.5 inch from the right and 1.5 inch from the left, and that will give me 3 inches altogether, leaving my 46, which is the hip, leaving my 46 behind. So just repeat, just do this, measure it like that, and you will get your accurate measurement. And now just connect it with a line. Connect the waist mark to the hip line, and just take it down like that. I'm connecting my waist to my hip now, and I'll just follow it down to the end. Now turn it over to the other side. Remember, our extra was 2 inches on the waist. I'm taking the 1 inch from the other side now, and I will take the 1.5 from the other side on the hip, 1 inch from the waist and 1 inch from the hip, 1.5 from the hip, and I'll connect it and run through it. It's so easy. Just follow the process, just follow it step by step. I'll run it down, and the next thing to do, I'm going to be hemming the down because it's just a very simple skirt without lining. So I will just hem the down round. Now I'm starting the first side. I did not fold in the 2 inches for the zip allowance. I did not fold it because it's overlapping. So one side will be straight and the other side I will fold it, just as you are seeing me doing now. I folded the other part, that 2 inch, I folded it inside before running through. That's because it is an overlapping slit. Now we are done with our hemming. The last thing now is to hem round the waistline, and the way you just hem the bottom is the same way you will just fold the waistline, fold it, and folding it into 2 to make sure the inside is neat, and you just run all through and the skirt is ready. Now straight skirt or pencil skirt is very simple to make. It's very simple to make. And finally, because there is no lining, we are having a rough edge at the allowance, the seam allowance inside the skirt. So at the end